I've been setting goals since 2019, but let's be honest, I barely achieved any of them. I had no clue what was I doing wrong. But in the past year or so, things have changed completely. I actually started achieving my goals, and it's because of these 5 habits which I'm going to talk about in this video. Welcome back, my beautiful people. If you're new here, welcome. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It will really help the channel grow. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up. So without further ado, let's get into it. So habit number 1, weekly planning. So this was a game changer for me. I used to plan my days, but I never planned my weeks, and it was a big mistake. I admit it. So weekly planning sort of help you to set the intention for the week. It will help you to stay focused throughout the week because it sort of sort out your priorities for the week. It will set the theme for the week and it will sort of set the intention for the week, as I said earlier. If you plan your week, you will know where to put in the work, where to put in the energy during that week, and it is one of its major benefits. And the next benefit of doing weekly planning is that it will help to break down big goals into small steps because we often set yearly goals or monthly goals, these big goals for us, but we don't end up doing them most of the time because these big goals will seem overwhelming. Because obviously it will be overwhelming to start a YouTube channel. If you put that goal on your goals list, it will look so overwhelming. So what we need to do is that we need to break these big goals into weekly goals. So that's how you actually achieve your goals. Like your yearly goals should be broken down to monthly goals, and these monthly goals should be broken into weekly goals. Because when these big goals are broken into small steps, it will seem less overwhelming, and you will actually feel motivated to work towards that goals. On every Saturday, I would sit to plan. I would sit for an hour or so to plan for my next week. And I would start by reflecting the past week, what went right, what went wrong, what did work, what didn't work. And using that reflection, I would plan for the next week because we don't want to repeat our mistakes. So by planning, I meant I would plan everything, basically everything, my studies, what to study and how much to study for that week. And for YouTube, I would plan what content I need to create. For example, I planned this video for this week and you're watching right now. I also include personal stuff like any outings that I need to go on, or any social meetings that I need to attend, or any movies that I need to watch, like personal stuff like that. I also plan that personal stuff. So here is a general reminder. This system works for me. Maybe it will work for you, maybe it won't. So the key here is that to build a system that works for you. Habit number 2, eliminating distractions. So this habit alone helped me to achieve my goals 10x faster because distraction kills time, it kills productivity. That's the problem with distraction. So what we usually do is we just try to focus, but it doesn't work because the truth is that we can't focus unless we cut off the things which disturbs the focus. So these things are called distractions. So here is a little system that I developed which works for me. So let me tell you what it is. So the biggest distraction we have is this little device that we have in our hands, our mobile phones. So for mobile phones, what I did was I strictly created this no phone zones. So basically, I strictly stopped using phones in or around my study area. So my brain is conditioned to believe that it is a place to study, not to scroll on phones. But sometimes we need to use phones for our classes or to check something on Google, etc. So what I do on that occasions is that I use this website blocker called app block, which will help me to block certain apps during a specific time period. But phone isn't the only distraction that we have. We have other elements in distractions. For example, the clutter around you. If your desk is messy, it is so cluttered, it is so unorganized, you will naturally feel unmotivated to study or to focus. On the other hand, a clean environment will motivate you to study and it will keep the distractions away. So the less cluttered your environment is, the more focused you will be. And the most important element of focus is certain people, because this is the hardest thing to cut off. But what we can do is to say no and set healthy boundaries. So say no when you want to say no. If a person is calling me out and I have to study during that time, I have to say no. That because this is the boundary. Everything outside this boundary is okay. But if the person is crossing this boundary, it is not okay. So learn to say no. This is the most powerful habit that you can master. Habit number 3 is building a growth oriented skill set. This is the biggest mistake I have ever done. I used to set goals, just goals, but I didn't think about the skills that I actually need to achieve those goals. For example, what we write on our goals list. I need to start a YouTube channel, but we are not thinking about the different skills we need to start a YouTube channel. For example, editing, scripting, certain SEO tactics. We need all these skills to actually run a YouTube channel. That is the biggest mistake we are making. We are only focused on these goals, but not on the skills that we actually need to achieve those goals. Building a growth oriented skill set is actually really helpful in long term success. Actually, it is really necessary in long term success. Whether it could be communication, time management, or even a technical skill. Because learning something new consistently will keeps you ahead of other people. Because if we learn something, nobody can take it away from us. It is all ours. So work on building a growth oriented skill set. Habit number 4 is setting deadlines. Setting deadlines is not just an option, it is necessary. It is essential if you want to achieve these goals, because this I'll do it never works. If we don't have a specific day to complete a task, we don't naturally feel the push or pressure to complete it. So we don't do it. That's why I always say a scheduled task is a half done task, because this deadline will keep you accountable and will push you to do the work and put in effort. It will put even a little bit pressure upon you to complete the task within a specified date. And another benefit of setting deadlines is that it will help you to beat procrastination. Procrastination kills success, and setting deadlines will help you to beat the procrastination. So, whether it could be finishing a course or uploading a YouTube video, always set a deadline for everything. It will truly change the game. So, last but not the least, find an accountability partner. So, motivation may fade after a while, but accountability keeps you going. An accountability partner will check in with your goals, and he or she will keep you accountable throughout this journey. So, even this mere act of checking in makes a huge difference. So, here is the good news: even if you can't a real person in real life to keep you accountable, it's okay. What I do is to use ChatGPT to keep me accountable, because he is such a good accountability partner. Like, it has literally become my therapist now. So I'm actually planning to make a different video on the different use of ChatGPT. So stay tuned for that. But that was my point. Find an accountability partner to keep you accountable in this journey. So these were the 5 habits that actually made a difference in my life. So these habits helped me to get closer towards my goals. And trust me, I've tried different things in the past that didn't work, but these habits made the real difference. So if you are serious about achieving your goals, just pick one habit from this video and stick to it for a month, and you will see the real results. So now I'd like to hear from you, which habit do you already follow and which habit are you going to pick from this video? Comment below, and thank you for watching this video. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye. Take care.